A top 25 team visits the River City. We're here in Jacksonville, Florida. Florida State comes to town. University of North Florida, the host, inside the UNF Arena. Should be a fun one this evening on ESPN+. Richard Miller and Diana Lawver. And Diana, we've seen both these teams coming off losses over the weekend. How did they bounce back tonight?
Absolutely. UNF, they have been busy. They were out in Corpus Christi, Texas for the Islander Classic. They had 3 games out there. They ultimately came out 1 and 2, but really it was Amy Burkhart who had a very decisive performance. 40 total kills in those 3 games. She had 4 double-doubles in the 7 matches, as well as double-digit kills in 7 straight matches so far this season. Florida State, they also had a game recently on Sunday night against Auburn. The number 21 team suffered its first loss of the season to Auburn in 4 sets on Sunday afternoon in Neville Arena. Audrey Koenig was a phenom for the Noles as she recorded 19 kills, including her 1,000th career kill. She is just the 6th player in school history to have 1,000 career kills in the rally scoring era. She's going to be one of the players anchoring the Seminoles offense here this evening.
As you see, the Ospreys getting ready to go on the other side of the net, the Seminoles. Diana and Richard here with you. I'm excited. Of course, the Ospreys back home after that UNF invite a few weeks ago, but also this is the highest ranked team ever that's played inside the UNF arena for any sport, men's basketball, volleyball, or women's basketball.
Yeah, certainly a historic game here inside UNF Arena. As far as keys to the game goes, number 1, receiving no errors. Florida State has played only 5 games compared to UNF, but they have significantly less errors in the serve-receive department with 12 compared to 70. UNF has shined in the past from the back line. It has also helped them win the momentum in other areas of the game has been slow, so that's going to be a tough area. Number 2, out the gate swinging. Both teams are pretty evenly matched defensively. FSU averages about 15.5 digs per set, and UNF averages about 12.7. FSU has 2.5 blocks per set compared to UNF's 2. Because both teams are matched defensively, the most important thing in this first set is who can start heating up quicker on the net. And then finally, 5-1 versus 6-2. This match directly exhibits the age-old question of 5-1 versus 6-2. With a 5-1, you get more simplicity, and that means consistency and set with your hitters. But with the 6-2, though, you have 3 hitters locked and loaded and a stacked block.
As Koenig gets us started here, Burkhart was serving. She's our impact player. And then Koenig, of course, co-ACC Player of the Year last season. And potentially, I'd say, an FSU Hall of Famer when her career is said and done. Ncaa will serve for the Noles. Ncaa with the set, and the Ospreys striking there with a lefty swing. As we get our first look at Ella Bynes tonight.
Yeah, she had a great performance at home with the UNF Invitational. She's just such a talented setter. A transfer from Alaska Fairbanks.
As Mielis will serve quite a bit. You see those heavy swings already from Florida State. There's Koenig up again for another point.
Yeah, just not something you want to be giving them early on. It's just kind of a freebie, especially with those 3 hitters up.
As they'll rotate in Robertson, as she'll be the server, the setter from Memphis, Tennessee, the grad student. This FSU team, Diana, stacked with some good transfers. Ncaa again, they go to Bynes. She goes with the dump. Annie Ncaa loves that. Koenig again, and number 4 just heating up.
Yeah, did a great job getting up, hitting around the block there, going for the hard cross.
Over now 60 kills on the season for her. The senior not too far away from Wesley Chapel, Florida. Soaring in, there's Burkhart. Tough down the line, and there's that lefty kind of hook there from Maddie Snyder.
I'm just eyeing those 2 left-handed right sides. I'm just drooling. That is just ideal.
on a 3-0 run here. Robertson leads the team in assists. Ncaa. And you talked about it before we hopped on air tonight, how tough it's going to be with those blockers at the net for FSU.
Yeah, they're really going to have to, first of all, get that block or get that pass right to Ncaa so she can fully set up that offense, because if you don't fully get that run, they're going to struggle a lot with that block. They do a great job of tracking. It's a little bit, they got to get that offense fast so they kind of trip up those blockers.
And an excellent serve from Lauren Robertson as she keeps this run going. Now a 5-0 stretch. As fans continue to trickle in. Another rainy day here in Jacksonville. Ncaa, the feed, and there's Kirsten McFall. The Ospreys stop that run. Let's see it one more time.
That's a new one that we've seen from McFall, kind of going the back rather than going for the quick one. I think that's going to be key for the Osprey offense, is really switching it up, running those a little bit.
Maybe Guthrie the serve for the Ospreys. A slide, and it's in there for Corey Lewis. Lewis, the senior from Tallahassee. Went to Florida High. Here's Koenig to serve. Free ball for Florida State. Unable to take advantage. Ncaa goes to Anna Butler for the first time this evening.
I love her placement on that last one. I mean, definitely, we're going to be talking about it all evening, but the block is huge. They do a great job of setting their position to kind of shut down that offense. So that's what the Ospreys are going to have to do. They're going to have to kind of think a little bit more smarter. Placement over power. I'll be saying that a lot.
This is Siopa to serve. There's that high set Robertson, and the crush again. It's Lewis.
Beautifully done. An interesting thing about Lewis is she earned a prestigious invite to the 2024 USA Volleyball Spring Training Camp. And that's just such a huge honor. Kind of get ushered into that. Because really that's like the next phase for some of these ladies.
And Gaona comes in with the ace. And you mentioned it too, a little different too with the two libero jerseys.
Yeah, a new rule change. Of course, you can have two liberos dressed out. Only one can be on the court, though.
Ncaa, there's a slide. Again, it's McFall. As you see that just length of Florida State at the net, and the Ospreys there. Able to get over that, around it. And trail now by 5.
That's Burkhart's first kill of the evening. Great placement to that corner.
Here's Riley Moorhead. Just checked in. They'll give it back to Florida State. As Sova's going to come back in. And they'll have to get it in the books. So they'll come on back. It'll be Phelan. And she is an excellent player, too. 12 aces on the season. That cool connection with her mother playing at Arkansas under Coach Poole.
Yeah, we'll have to get more into that story later on, because that's got to be kind of a special moment for her mom.
6-point lead for the Noles. Phelan with that high toss. So much power behind the swing. Siopa goes short. Koenig from the back row. Slide there by the Ospreys, and they go down the line, and a nice shot. Our first look at Arrington.
Yeah, that's kind of her favorite run, is that slide run. I mean, the placement was there just a little bit to the right, of course. Block didn't look fully set, though, so I would suspect that maybe we'll see a little bit more of that run from her.
Stays with Phelan. A pass for Burkhart. Over to the scorer's table. Nice grab by Megan Mihalik. on the DV Sport replay this evening. Why has FSU been clicking so well through 16 points? As a serve here, Ncaa loves to go short sometimes on those serves. Big set and a swing, a crusher from Taylor Head. What a talent she is. Last year she was incredible, 23 double-doubles.
Yeah, another one of those transfers, like you mentioned, University of Arkansas.
Ncaa. This one comes over, just a little bit of daylight right there as we see Bynes once again. It's got to be the most lefties I feel like I've seen on one court in a good bit.
Yeah, I mean, they're making their way into the game for sure. And I don't know, I was talking to someone kind of nerding out about lefties recently, and so maybe I just especially noticed it recently. But quite a few on the court. Certainly makes it a lot harder for reading.
That one Bynes almost getting the video board. Koenig soaring in. Good get from Burkhart. Mielis, that new libero, reaching out. What a play by her. By far our best point this evening for Butler. Head was ready in the back row. The roll shot just perfectly placed there by Ncaa.
How about that rally, though? That was, you hit it right on that. That was the best rally we've seen so far this evening. And Mielis, she had 3 beautiful digs. Almost got that pancake there at the end. Right there, yep. Good effort from the libero.
Yane Ncaa, the server. There's Bynes. She's been fun watching this first set. It's still been Koenig leading all players with 3 kills. And then for the Ospreys, it's been a combo of Burkhart and Bynes.
Yeah, I mentioned that Bynes was a transfer from Alaska Fairbanks. She's actually from Orlando, which is funny. She go all the way north and then all the way south. But she had 423 career kills on 1,017 attempts.
Ncaa here in the middle. Burkhart, Amy Burkhart with her 3rd kill. So she and Bynes both neck and neck.
You know, that back row attack, I didn't want to say anything about it as far as keys to the game because I just wanted to see how it play out. But with the stacked block, I figured maybe they would go more looks for that back row attack. And Burkhart, I mean, that's like a signature move that she's been really working on. I'm loving that, too, in women's volleyball. That wasn't always the case. Back row attacks, like you'd see them, but it's been see them more consistently now in women's play.
There we go for Robertson. She rotates back in. Holding that 6-point lead, UNF soccer team, the women's side, trotting in before they play on the road at Davidson. And it's Koenig once again at the net. She has had a great start to this first set. We'll take our first time out of the evening as the Noles up 15-8. We'll be right back inside the UNF Arena. You're watching ESPN+.
If sweat is your body's natural way of cooling itself down, then condensation is a beer's natural way of saying, drink me. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
As there is some of the UNF women's soccer team, they've got Davidson on the road. and get out of rainy Jacksonville for a little bit. And Florida State is back and ready to serve. So we've had one tie, but Florida State just really looking pretty sharp this evening in Jacksonville. Robertson still on the serve. And it's going to drop for another ace.
Talk about another transfer. Robertson, she transferred in from University of Memphis. She played in 48 sets in 2023 for the Tigers. She tallied 6 double-doubles and recorded a total of 304 assists.
Well, Memphis is actually the next opponent for FSU football. As we've got the other libero in, we'll see Dupes coming in. Missed last year, you see with the leg injury, has that brace on her right knee. Serving is Guthrie, who's already had a more productive season than she did last year. Robertson with the feed, and that's just really smooth passing, and we see Snyder for the second time tonight.
That was a great pass to set up the offense. Love that run from the middle. Snyder.
Had that nice match against Georgia. 8-kill evening that day. Stuffed by Snyder. A little miscommunication between Burkhart and Butler. What do you think happened there?
Yeah, that can happen, especially with these early season lineup changes. Lots of kind of new, strange things that sometimes, got to work them out. And that's the fun of the preseason, is you see that, but throughout the year, those kinks get worked out, so you see it less and less. But right before I forget about it, I'd love to go back to talk about the libero rule change. So like I mentioned, can now dress out 2 liberos. Can only have 1 libero on the court. And like you mentioned, with the libero injury with Dupes, it's always nice for the libero, because the funny thing is, if you're having an off game as a libero, you don't have that sub. So giving those 2 options to sub in that libero, it kind of takes a lot of that stress off the libero, especially if they're having a bad game, and it makes your defense that more tougher to get around.
18-9, UNF taking that last timeout. We saw head coach Kristen Wright in her 7th season at the helm. Also new to her staff is the assistant coach Morgan Wilson, who was on the team playing last year. Keely Meow, the server, and they use those tall middles. Lewis has done it twice already in this match. Feed once again to the lefty. And just a tough ball to defend. Once again, Maddie Snyder.
Yeah, that, and Florida State's running such a quick offense right now. Didn't even have a fully outside block set on that one. Makes it really tough for those back row defenders.
Stays with Feely Mao. And that one sails long. And another little mini run for Florida State. They've scored 5 of the last 6. And that one's gonna sail wide as well from Anna Butler. And we'll see Siopa coming in for Anna Butler. What kind of spark do the Ospreys need right now?
Certainly starts with a pass. They've been really struggling. Well, there's a good pass. It made me eat my words. But when you have kind of that lack of consistency in that back row, it really kind of throws things off on the front row. And how do you get points is you got to hit that third ball really hard or in a smart manner. I feel like that's such a libero thing for me to say. I was a libero, and that's what my coach always hammered into my head. It starts with you. It starts with a good pass.
So Kelsey Perry is going to come in. Did not play at all last year, but she's leading the team in blocks this season for the Seminoles. You see head coach Chris Poole and his staff Just amazing career. 3-time ACC Coach of the Year. All the accolades, just very impressive. 918 career wins at the Division I level.
Yeah, just 17 seasons, like, that's like half of my age. He's second winningest active Division I coach, like you mentioned.
And there's head coach Kristen Wright for the Ospreys, 7th season. As the Ospreys will break there, so they've taken the 2 timeouts. And we will see Ashley Reynolds come in, and like we mentioned, Kelsey Perry checking in for Florida State. Ospreys 3-4 record this season. A lot of traveling for this team prior to conference play.
That's honestly ideal, though, because I feel like you get thrown into the ringer right off the bat. You feel like you can tackle anything during season play.
And Feely Mouse sails it long. So they'll have something to look at on film from the first set of how to improve. Janelle Siopa. Redshirt junior. And that one's going to drop in for an ace, and the Ospreys definitely needed that little punch.
Yeah, like I mentioned in the pregame, the Ospreys, very good serving team. Not something that they were really great at last season, so that's going to be kind of a crutch here today. They've been a little bit slower to start from the back line, but certainly picking it up.
Some strong serves by Siopa. Snyder again, the lefty. There's Burkhart. Set to the outside, and nobody in the vicinity. And man, she is just really good on that opposite side. That's Taylor Head, the grad student. As mentioned again, played at Arkansas previously.
Yeah, such an impressive approach as well. I was watching her go, and I was like, ooh, that's intimidating. But great placement from the graduate student.
Gaona serve, and there's Kirsten McFall. We saw that connection a lot last season. The 2 Klein Texas products.
Yeah, she's been a fun one to watch. She had all freshman honors for the ASUN in 2022. She also finished the season with 122 sets played last season with 248 kills.
And that one's going to drop an ace for Riley Moorhead. Their second in the last 4 or 5 points. Here's another angle from Eric's camera shot. And doesn't get the love from the tape this time.
That's always the best feeling, though, as a server when you get those tape shots. I mean, you do practice for them. It's just that much sweeter in the game.
Well, it was interesting, too, because you could hear the FSU staff yell out, tape, it's going to drop. Serving is Phelan. So much power here. Ball practically goes off screen. Harrington. Knowles needed a little better pass. There's Taylor Head. Osprey's wall is working, and they get stuffed there by Sova, the freshman, standing at 6'5". And we'll take a timeout here as Florida State takes set number 1, 25-13. We'll be right on back. Diana and Richard, it's ESPN Plus.
Do you require shelter? Your inefficient participation will Hello, do you need assistance? Ow!
Home?
Home.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27th.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove deodorant helps repair it, So if you shave it, dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday? When life doesn't wait for you to get paid. Introducing My Pay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with My Pay. Get started at Chime.com.
What's the order?
50-cent boneless wings.
50-cent boneless wings on 2. Ready? Break.
Hey, bro.
50-cent boneless wings only at Applebee's.
This is Formula
One set down here inside the UNF Arena. Florida State takes it. And another reason they're a top 25 team, 25-13. Diana, stat recap. We had the one tie at 1-1, but then FSU just got cruising.
Yeah, like we mentioned in the pregame, number 4, Koenig, she's got 3 kills so far. She's hitting a .375. Snyder, she's up to 3 as well. She's hitting a .600. And then over for UNF, Burkhart, she has 3, and Bynes has 3. So certainly keeping up in that kill stat category. Diggs, Mielis, she's got 4. Burkhart has 4 for UNF. And then Robertson, Head, and Phelan all have 2. As far as blocks go, really it's Florida State. They have 5 total. Ospreys are yet to get a block. But, you know, I was just thinking kind of what the Ospreys need to do here in set number 2 is settle in. I mean, like you mentioned, this is a huge matchup. This is the biggest team that's been inside this arena. They got the set number 1 out of the way, so settle in and get that first pass.
Well, we saw it, I think it was about 4 years ago, that North Florida took down an ACC team in Virginia Tech here. And so it can definitely happen. First set for me at Florida State hitting lights out, almost 480. And then UNF, the attacking errors at 8. That's a glaring number. But you mentioned when we opened things up that Florida State's block, everybody's over 6'2".
Yeah, that's that trouble with running that 6'2" offense is you have all 3 blockers up at all times, as well as stacked hitters.
And just like that, Taylor Head with the ace. Just an all-around player. Head will continue to serve. This time she'll go at Burkhart. Siopa. Great get by Phelan. Ncaa comes over to Bynes. And Bynes nearly got it by their libero. Excellent hustle there by Gaona. Trying to push her head coach out of the way.
Get out of the way, I got that. That's what you love to see from your liberos. Like, that's their bread and butter, is getting those stand pulls.
Here's Mielis. And wide. We haven't seen that a ton from Florida State, as Ncaa missing.
Yeah, that UNF block did a great job getting all the way out to the pin, making sure to line up with her hitting hand. I think that was a huge factor for that hitting error.
Ospreys with their first lead this evening. Get the stop there, but again, great hustle by Gaona. Siopa tries to go line. And it drops there, a difficult angle because she brings in that roll, and Ncaa with a little bounce back.
Such high volleyball IQ exhibited right there. She saw that spot was open. She could have absolutely just swung her hardest, but she saw that spot, said, I'm just going for the point. Great placement.
We'll keep serving at Burkhart. Siopa. Great touch there by Janelli Siopa, number 6. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup change. This is the first time I've seen Janelli on the front line, but her last 2 attempts offensively have been beautiful. She's really doing a great job looking to see what is open, what her best options are.
And wide there by Mamie Guthrie. To tie things up, the Noles will bring back in Robertson and Lewis. Nice to see as well. A lot of UNF alumni, student athletes here this evening. Great serve by Robertson. Burkhart soars in. And that one just missing. Good read by Mee Ellis.
Yeah, that's the other lineup change that's been really interesting as well. Mamie Guthrie normally in that libero jersey, but we saw Mee Ellis take the jersey for, I think it was like 1 set against one of the teams they played in the UNF Invitational. She did exceptional.
And there's that big arm of Corey Lewis. What amazed me about reading up on her and seeing her game last year, all of last year, hit 423.
Insane numbers. I like to say anything around a 365 is good. I'm just like mouth wide open at anything over that.
Oh, big time. There's that lefty arm again. It's tough to contain. Maddie Snyder. Feely Mao will serve. She had a nice run off her serve in the first set. Annie Antar. Here's Kirsten McFall, and that one in that back corner. Gets a shin of the line judge. But like you kind of opened up with, the Ospreys have definitely kind of settled down and gotten more into a rhythm.
Yeah, that's half of volleyball. It's such a mental game. A lot of it has to do with like jitters and.
Burkhart. Gaona playing really well in that libero jersey. Ospreys with a big chance here. The slide. Arrington puts it away.
I said they would keep trying it again just because that fast offense is exactly what they need to combat this huge block from Florida State. Great run from Arrington. As you can see, she squeezed it right between those huge blockers.
Riley Moorhead, 1 ace in the first set. Quick pass and put away. It's Taylor Head.
Nothing better than those first ball kills. Crazy. She concluded her Razorback career with 1,537 kills, which is the 5th highest ever. She also had 1,272 digs, which is the 6th best ever. So such a great career with the Razorbacks.
Yeah, that's big time. Burkhart with another kill. Gives the Ospreys another lead. Bynes is back in. For the Ospreys hitting 500 this set. Florida State hitting 200. Antar. Great tight serve. And that's going to be on Corey Lewis, who got in the way. And Antar puts an ACE into the books. Robertson. They go right to the middle, practically a dunk there by Ncaa. Fun crowd here tonight inside the UNF Arena. Serving's going to be Phelan. A high serve, just so impressive. Antar goes dump. And a fantastic play by the setter.
I was wondering when she was going to pull that move. You know, one thing about Ncaa is she loves to just throw these random sneaky dumps in there. She normally tries it within the first 10 points, at least the 3 games that I saw. This was a little bit later, but great choice.
Yeah, just warming up to it this time. Taylor head. Ncaa goes to Siopa. And the touch there, and the Ospreys with back-to-back points.
Yeah, that's Siopa's second on 5 attempts, hitting a 400. Great number for an outside.
Burkhart. Taylor head gets shut down. It's Bynes and Arrington. And that gets a big smile by their head coach.
Yeah, I love the timing on that. Great communication between the two. As you can see the slight mouth movements. Ready, ready, up.
Burkhart gets tape. Osprey's got one of those earlier with an ace. Bynes goes, whoa, great placement by one of the newcomers, and Ella Bynes.
Two huge momentum plays for Bynes. Volleyball's a game of momentum, and certainly Ospreys, it's on their side right now.
Looks like that could have been out. Healy now took it though. Bynes, another swing. Ncaa goes dump. FSU very ready for it. Mielis with a nice play. Here's Burkhart. Another good rally between these two sides. It's going to go long off the hand of head.
That was a fun rally. Lots of different offensive moves. Had a back row attack. Some out of system action.
Burkhart with a laser that time. Mielis will go pass for Bynes. Due to the libero. Amy Burkhart. And no touch there, and Florida State will get one back. I tell you what, Diana, North Florida looks like me in the morning after a second cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thing because right out the gate, super duper hot. Kind of probably a little bit on their heels for the reaction of the second set from the Ospreys.
Ncaa to Siopa, and they're going to say touch from the up ref. Our crew tonight, Christina Wilson and Robert Miller. The freshman Mielis. 6-point lead. They go at Koenig. And that one's going to be wide, and that one will take us into a timeout. Second set. Ospreys leading 15-8. We'll take a timeout right here inside the UNF Arena. We've got ourselves a fun one in set number 2. It's ESPN Plus.
I'm Justin Willman. Sorry. As a magician, it's my job to make you believe that what you're seeing is real. Hey, do you want to see something cool? Sure. What the? How'd you do that? That's amazing. Or is it just an illusion? Only one way to find out. Try it for yourself.
At VyStar Credit Union, you inspire us to deliver on our promise, to do good for our members and our communities. That's why we offer more banking options, like better rates and no hidden fees. We also give back, donating several $1 million to hundreds of nonprofits each year. Better financial lives, stronger communities. That's our focus. VyStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Well, the Ospreys so far in the second set, they've gotten the better of Florida State. 6 ties and 3 lead changes, and UNF, Diana, they're hitting 400 this set.
Yeah, really, I think that lead change, just if you go back and look at it, stems from that block from Arrington and Bynes. I mentioned it briefly, but volleyball, such a huge game of momentum. That it really ties back to those 2 points.
Ncaa Ellis. Good low serve. Gives the Ospreys a big opportunity. Siopa. And the roll shot again. It's in the middle, and Bynes says, my bad on that one. Henke's going to serve. That one comes back for Florida State as Koenig has to talk to her teammate, and Sova thought maybe she was going to get that.
That's funny from my angle. I would say I think Antar did a great job of convincing her that it was on her side.
Well, for a second, she convinced me. I'm thinking, who's she going to set to? Has jump pass. Koenig gets the Ospreys out of sorts. There's that lefty swing again. Finds a little bit of daylight, does Snyder. She's probably caused the Ospreys the most problems tonight.
Yeah, that just pushes her into the forefront of her team with 5 kills, hitting over a .500. Such a lethal arm on her this evening.
Lauren Robertson. Annie Antar goes to Kirsten McFall, and that's a great swing to get around that block.
Yeah, that is the other half of the equation, is ball distribution. You definitely don't want to make the other team think you're opting in to go to any one player. So Antar's done a great job of hitting the middle, hitting her outside, and also going with her right side as well.
Siopa. Into the middle of number 8. She is practically unstoppable as Corey Lewis. There's Audrey Koenig. She was our player to watch for the Noles tonight. And Burkhart gets another one for the Ospreys to give them 18. Here comes Riley Moorhead in to serve. Robertson. Hey, it worked the first time. Go back to number 8.
Yeah, I hardly ever reference players' high school careers, but Corey Lewis, she just had a great high school career. She was ranked number 96 overall player in the country and the 23rd rated middle blocker by PrepVolleyball.com. I believe she also committed super early to Florida State.
Oh, that's impressive. Anytime you can be a top 100 player in the nation.
Yeah, she did. She committed to Florida State when she was just an 8th grader. She's received offers from pretty much all the major programs. And then her 10-foot, 8-inch jump touch ability that's just one of her many qualities. And that was like when she was getting recruited. Who's to say it's not bigger?
And she gets stopped as Jacqueline Arrington gets a big hug from Ncaa Ellis. And the Ospreys are the first to 20. And that's going to force Florida State into a timeout. But who would have guessed this surge from the Ospreys in set number 2? What's been the main difference maker, you think, Diana?
Well, I think I mentioned it before. It just cracks me up that it actually turned out to be true, but the nerves, and that does play a lot into certain teams. They're what I call like slow starters. You have the people that come in dialed and they're ready, those teams, and then you have the ones that experience a little bit more of the nerves. And that, when you're tense, when you're passing, that can affect a lot of your offense. So I believe, that first set, maybe they're just a little bit tense. Like I said, they weren't passing as well as I've seen them pass. So just settling into the second set, being like, oh yeah, we play here all the time. We know how to do this. This is what we do. That's been a huge key, I think, in the second set. Definitely passing a lot better, which, like I said, ties back into tenseness. But those passes have really allowed them to set up those quick offensive attacks from the outside, from the middle, and from the right side that really catch that middle blocking team off guard.
Yeah, it's really flipped the way FSU hit the ball in the first set, and then the Ospreys now here in the second. So an 8-point lead. It'll be Ncaa to serve. Coming off that trip to her home state this past weekend. She serves at Taylor Head. And that one meant for Corey Lewis. And just a little off the mark by Robertson.
And here's where that kind of nuance for that 6-2 comes in. Because you're dealing with two different setters, you don't get that consistency of always getting somewhat of the similar set. See that a lot.
And Ncaa, the service error there. In comes Phelan for Lewis. And Robertson is out back in. We'll see Kelsey Perry. And Kenna Phelan will serve. 12 aces coming into tonight. Big topspin serve. Arrington has come in with some good clutch plays tonight. Mielis for Bynes. And that'll drop out. It's Taylor Head. Feel like she's kind of been their second good option tonight for the Noles.
I was just thinking about how earlier Henke could have, she showed a lot of grace on that free ball. That rally definitely played out a lot longer than I thought it would.
Another strong serve from the Noles. Phelan with an ace. And that's going to force the Ospreys into a timeout. With the lead being 6, you can't count a top 25 team down and out. We'll see this on the replay.
Yeah, you mentioned Phelan having a unique connection with Coach. Her mom, Jessica, played volleyball for Arkansas, the Razorbacks, under head coach Chris Poole. She was an AVCA All-American for the Razorbacks. She was also named a Southeastern Conference Women's Legend and coached Kennedy all 4 years at Fayetteville High School. Kennedy's father, Darren, played tennis at the University of Arkansas as well and became an assistant coach at the school for 7 years before he became the head coach at Fayetteville High School. So it's just funny that her mom got coached by head coach Chris Poole, and now here she is being coached by him as well.
The lineage continues. And then you just kind of guess Chris Poole's age. You don't ask. You don't ask. Ospreys for this second set, they're hitting 444. The Noles are hitting 138. Ospreys, their side-out percentage very strong at 73. But you mentioned momentum in the first set. Momentum now is with Florida State.
Yeah, it's been interesting. First half, definitely the Ospreys. And this is the fun thing about volleyball is you can be ahead by 6-7 points. A team gets on that gets that momentum yanked back over on their side. Pretty soon it's a 1-point game.
Ncaa. Here's Burkhart, and a big play by last week's ASUN Player of the Week.
from the middle too, man. That was a bold move.
Ellis with a good pass from that libero spot, and I think most importantly, you get the ball out of Phelan's hands.
Absolutely. I was gonna say a few points ago how service errors have slowed down from both sides. Saw quite a few there in the first set, but the ratio's not bad though. 3 aces to 6 errors.
Pass over to Koenig. Binds. Phelan with a strong play, and this is going to be wide off the hand of Taylor Head. Ospreys looking to take a set. It'll be with Ellis. Start to trip over her own feet on the setup for the serve and the dump as Phelan keeps him in this one.
Yeah, great decision. I'm surprised we haven't seen that from Florida State yet. Of course, saw it from Ncaa for the Ospreys, but great decision. She saw it was open, she took it.
Ncaa, there's another strong serve by the Noles. This is where they went on their run in that first set. It was Feely Mao who was the server. Burkhart. Siopa. And the Ospreys will have set point with a 6-point lead.
I'm just so impressed with Siopa, how she's just been coming in. Not the most warm, some might even say cold, and absolutely taking out the trash on the outside.
Amy Guthrie on set point. And Koenig down the line. And we'll have our first challenge as Emma Pullman on the sideline saying it was out by a mile. We'll see what DV Sport Replay has to say about that. So the green card comes out. First time tonight, a challenge by Coach Wright and her staff. Were you able to see anything on this near side?
You know, I used to whenever, early on in my broadcasting career, I would actually give my opinion, but I am so historically wrong that I just keep my mouth quiet.
So just take the opposite.
I'm leave it up for interpretation. I know it was close though, but you know, I've been in those situations where you have your foot on the line, you think you have your foot on the line. See that? It got a little messy there for a second, even with the hands too. It looked out for me though. If I had to throw it up there.
Yeah, it did seem pretty far wide. As you can see, Guthrie, your sneaker, like you said, was on the line.
Yeah, especially the hitters going down line. That's, you train your defense to put their foot on the line. So they certainly have the best read on the court as far as that stuff. Of course, you have those weird situations where it like curves out and then back in.
Well, the Ospreys playing one of, if not their best set of the season. They just have been feeding off the crowd, and other student athletes showing up tonight. I think that's helped the swim team, the women's soccer team, and I know a lot of alumni here tonight as well. And a good matchup against Florida State. And two, there's just that one look at that camera angle, which we've seen from where Eric Benitez is up top. We've gotten a lot of the serves tonight.
Yeah, there's just so much traffic right on that line where you would see the camera angle with the blockers.
Oh, yeah, it's $2.95 at 5:15 on a Friday. As they're still taking a look. Always a tough spot to be in, too.
Looks like we have a decision.
And it will stand, so Florida State with the point there, and I think really it's too tough to see it.
And this is why I do not.
That's why I said take the opposite. So
You're right.
If folks are at home, they're going, oh, well, whatever Diana says, it's the other way.
Yep. That's normally what my mom says when she watches all my games.
That's too good. Here's Lauren Robertson to serve. Team leader in assists, Kirsten McFall. Oh, what a touch and a smart play right there by Maddie Snyder.
I like that one. Just pithy about it.
Yeah, that's going to force UNF now into a timeout. And what's the plan here? You're going to face a few more set points. If you're Florida State, what are you telling your team?
Yeah, first ball kill. That's kind of what they always preach in these situations, is you want to be the first one out of the gate with that big kill. Of course, they're in kind of that tough spot where they have to receive one before. So I guess really to back it up, you want to dig one high enough to either get a good second ball up, be able to take a swing on it. I mean, you could back it up so much to be like, okay, no icing that serve. Put it in play. That's I guess, the most important part of that sentence.
As Kristen Wright, you can see talking to her hitters and Siopa and Burkhart. And like you said, Siopa has been very good for the Ospreys, especially in the second set, getting a lot of swings, as before she was playing mainly that back row.
Yeah, she normally just sub in. She started the UNF Invitational just as a relief server. And then gradually you saw her get incorporated more and more, taking a few rotations in that back row. And then all of a sudden, there she is in the front row. Like I mentioned, taking out the trash. Loving what I'm seeing out of her.
Another set point. This will be the fourth one. Amy Burkhart in the touch, and the Ospreys will take set two, 25-20, as we're knotted up at one set apiece here inside the UNF Arena. Well, we're in store for more fun this evening in Jacksonville. We'll take a timeout. You're watching ESPN Plus.
Mama.
I will protect you. I will protect all of you.
The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
You are ordered to return home.
We have to help her.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27th.
Who's that sexy thing I see over there? That's me, standing in the mirror. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. 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 I'd wanna be me too.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday when life doesn't wait for you to get paid? Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
A good deal shouldn't make you choose. That's why Subway just dropped the price on all their subs. 20% off any sub, any size.
Wait, Subway did what? 20% off any sub, any size?
Yep. For a limited time, get 20% off any footlong or 20% off any 6-inch when you order in the app. Get 20% off your favorite sub at Subway while the deal is still on. Enjoy an MVP rewards for even more great deals.
The Ospreys taking set to Diana. They hit 424, 16 kills, and again, I come back to they just flipped the script completely different in set 2 for North Florida.
Yeah, go directly to hitting percentage as far as teams go. Florida State, 478 in that first set. They came out of the gates hot, which was one of my keys to the game. Whoever was going to be, out of the gate faster in that category, but Ospreys really surprising them in set number 2, hitting a 424. And to kind of add some further depth to that, first set, they only hit a .034. So definitely a little bit slower. And that kind of rounds us out to an even hitting percentage for both teams. Florida State picking up 23 kills. North Florida really pulling through there in set number 2 to give them 25 blocks. That's going to be a huge part of set number 3, I think. 4 for Florida State, 2 for North Florida. 6 aces for Florida State, though. They've done an exceptional job from the back line. 3 aces apiece for each set. North Florida, 3 for them. And then, like I mentioned, that hitting percentage really rounding itself out total.
As we've got the Ospreys and Knowles knotted up at 1 set apiece, and we've got some highlights as well for you at home. Man, what an exciting second set. It was all Florida State, though, early, Diana.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw that exceptional kill from Koenig. She has 4. Really, the leaders, though, are going to be Lewis and Snyder, each with 5 apiece. Lewis hitting a .571. What a number. Snyder, even better, with a .625. Been impressed from their back row defense as well. Phelan, she's got 9 digs, almost into double digits. And then for Florida State, it's going to be Burkhart, like I mentioned, player of the game, or player to keep an eye on. 8 kills, hitting a .438. Great number from her. She's got 6 digs. Put her on the double-double watch list.
Oh, for real. Nice work by our cams tonight. Grant, Layton, and Eric. Replay, we've got the one and only Maddie. As we're about to get underway. Again, great crowd here tonight. Always tough, too, because it's been on and off raining, and traffic gets tough trying to cut through town center. But Kristen Wright got to feel good after taking set number 2. But Florida State, I feel like it just takes a quick flip of the switch, and they can punish you.
And head coach Wright, she's all business all the time. She takes her program very seriously, as you would expect from a Division I coach. But it's interesting, her take on this year versus last year. Obviously, they made it all the way to the semis, but fell. She's gunning for it again this year. And a huge change last year versus this year is they were heavily defensive oriented. This year, completely different. They are putting more eggs in the offensive basket. You can definitely see that tonight.
Well, a challenge when you lose such a great UNF player in Rocio Moro. And a free ball and an easy put away for Koenig.
Yeah, I even talked to her about Moro because obviously that was a huge, kind of like losing one of your limbs, I guess. But it's been fun to hear her talk about how Moro has left an impact and a legacy with the younger players on the team.
Florida State out to the early lead, and Arrington will cut into it. And Mielis is going to be the server. Well, she has looked really good through 7+ matches thus far. Had a nice one in that loss against Jacksonville State with 14 digs. Phelan. There's the lefty again, and the Ospreys. It's tough to find an answer for Maddie Snyder. And the Noles, just a deep team. I feel like every other ACC team makes the NCAA tournament, just a stacked conference. And Bynes thought it was in. She cheered, and Bynes saying that there was a touch. And it will hold true.
It's kind of a slow call there.
Yeah. It's changed, and here's Guthrie. Robertson the pass, and Koenig showing why she is one of, if not the best in the ACC.
Yeah, she's a fun one to watch. I feel like I get so caught up in her approach. She's got a long runway, that one.
Long strides, Burkhart. As Mieles takes it away. And you can see by the reaction of Coach Wright, maybe let one of your other teammates take that ball.
Yeah. It's so difficult in those kind of quick decision moments. And that's why establishing your areas as a defender is so important, really communicating with your teammates.
Antar went dump, but Dukes was ready for it. And Florida State is wanting a touch. And we may see a challenge. And Florida State will challenge, so their first tonight for Chris Poole and company. And we'll see a replay on it here.
Yeah, challenge was touch off the block. And sometimes as someone who is attacking the ball, the blockers will say touch if they touched it. But the funny thing about that is sometimes they also say touch if they didn't touch it. It's just kind of a gut reaction. Just do it right away. For the short stint that I was on the net, I would find myself accidentally saying touch occasionally, but
well, Florida State, everybody seemed very adamant. I mean, even the coaching staff, that there was a touch on that block.
And the one that I believe was the most adamant about it was number 5.
Yeah, Dupes.
Dupes, the libero, she has the best view. She is right behind that block on that left back side. I'd say she has the greatest view for that kind of stuff.
Well, Florida State looking good to open up this third set. As we get just our second challenge of the evening. First one we saw earlier by UNF. So that was in the second set. The call stood. Just not enough evidence to overrule it. You give your coaching staff a little time to talk to the players. Is this just kind of a refresher on what you want to do for that set? And Florida State will win that challenge, so a touch indeed.
Great teamwork from the team, really communicating that with coach as well. And love the clarification too from Koenig. She went up to the up ref, made sure that like she was understanding what the call was before kind of running over the head coach Poole.
The Ospreys get the touch off the block and bounce back after a little bit of a break. Seopa is going to serve. The Noles lead of 3. Robertson. Is that one meant for Lewis? And we've seen that. Wasn't that the second time now?
Yeah, that happens with those 6-2s. The great news is this is preseason. You start worrying about that when this is conference play, but this is the perfect time to kind of get those weird things out of the system.
Janelle Siopa. Look at that back corner. And Snyder. And just, I mean, what do you do with the lefty? What do you do?
It's so hard to line up against, especially, you know, if you're used to lining up against a righty. It kind of catches you off guard. And you can see they didn't fully, the blockers for the Ospreys didn't get fully set. As you can see, they were kind of floating on by, which is absolutely not what you want from your block. You want to get set.
Excellent hustle play by both teams. And Feely Mao puts it away. For a team that just has a variety of options. Gaona to serve. He's had some highlight plays tonight, just laying out for some balls, especially in the first set. And a point for the Noles. Is that one too long?
Kind of been a trend that we've been seeing, though, from our pin hitters is hitting it a little bit higher, a little bit under the ball, trying to see if you can get it off the block to it.
Good serving by Florida State. And Feely Mao for a second straight time.
Great athleticism from Feely Mao. She actually played 3 sports in high school: rowing, basketball, and track.
That's a first. I've never heard of that combination or that triumvirate.
I guess you could say 4, including volleyball.
That was very impressive. Antar feeds Burkhart. And they love that back corner. It's worked well. It's Ncaa. And North Florida will be forced into a timeout. And we'll do the same while we're here. Seminoles with a 7-point lead in the third set. We'll be right back. You're watching ESPN Plus.
Let's go! Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Football time! Set the tone. Kyle, tie your shoes, tie your shoes. Yeah, good job. Woo! Yeah!
Grab a Pepsi Wild Cherry and get wild.
There the Ospreys breaking the huddle there. Florida State, they are ready and raring to go. As tonight they've been led by Maddie Snyder, number 10, the lefty. 10 attacks, 7 kills, and no errors. Gaona, the serve. Keep going at Siopa. Burkhart back over, an easy ball for Lewis. And that one stopped right there as Ncaa, the junior from Germany, ready for it.
Oh, she's been a fun one to watch. Both right sides, honestly, super fun.
Ospreys will check in. We'll see Mackenzie Peister for the first time this evening. Antar over to Burkhart. Great passes all around. Ospreys will have a chance to move Antar for a roll. And into the middle, and Peister gets stopped there, and guess who? Corey Lewis
I love how Henke, on that third touch, went for the setter, take her out of that. But the funny thing about Ncaa is she can hit just as well as she can set. Great job of kind of taking them out of rotation.
She went left hand there. Feely Mao. There's some power right there, just crushing the Ospreys block.
I forgot one sport actually for Feely Mao.
She had another? No.
Yes, beach volleyball. I mean, same, but totally different.
And there's an ace by Florida State. Well, can you just list what she didn't play in high school?
I feel like that list would probably be shorter. Such an athletic human.
That's very impressive. Butler's going to come in for the Ospreys. And we'll also see Casey Kazmierski. So she comes in. And a happy birthday to her. Her birthday was yesterday. So she takes over the setting spot for Ncaa. A tougher one for Butler. And Corey Lewis at practically a 45-degree angle.
That was impressive. I was looking at the set. I mean, the kill was absolutely beautiful. But the set was so well placed in her timing. And the setter was so far off the net, too. That makes it just the difficulty level much higher.
And Feely Mao. And they are on a big-time run right now, a 6-0 run for the Seminoles. Gaona continues serving. Kazmierski with the set. Also see for Florida State, they bring in number 11, the freshman from Winter Garden, and Kaylin Russ. So move to the back row. And the Ospreys will take a timeout here, trailing by 14. And like you said, just a roller coaster of a match. Florida State took the first one 25-13. North Florida took it 25-20. Now a 14-point lead, and we've got some preseason polls to take a peek at, Diana.
Now for North Florida, coming in right in the middle of the pack. At number 5, had 99 points. Lipscomb, FGCU, EKU, and North Alabama all ahead of them. But they, like I mentioned before, had a great season last season. They made it to the semis. And then for Florida State, as far as the ACC goes, they are also coming in kind of in the middle of the pack. A much bigger field, though. So honestly, a little bit more towards the front. Georgia Tech, Louisville, Stanford, and Pitt are all ahead of them. They came in with a total of 226 points. So both teams poised to have a good season ahead of them.
It's still going to take me some time to see those schools like Stanford and SMU and the Atlantic Coast Conference. And they've got the Pittsburgh squad at number 1 in the country at the moment. So a 7-0 run in between North Florida timeouts. It was 11-4, now 18-4. Still serving is Gaona. A sophomore from St. Louis. Free ball for Corey Lewis. And a point for the Seminoles. The run continues. A long pass for Burkhart. And a couple of touches, and the Ospreys finally get one back.
Been a minute since we've seen a kill from Burkhart, but that will be her 9th one on 26 attempts.
Clear kills leader on this team. Moorhead serving. 1 ace tonight for her. Robertson. And Florida State kept it up. Just one too many. And really, I feel like it was the first time tonight that North Florida stopped Feely Mount.
Yeah, great block from Arrington. Did a great job lining up in the middle of the net there between outside and middle. Huge momentum point too.
Excellent get by Siopa. Robertson and Corey Lewis, just that flick of the wrist. We'll go for another one, and this time she prospers.
Yeah, the timing wasn't great on that, but she had great placement, and that's all that really matters. Going for that donut or campfire, whatever you want to call it. I prefer donut.
Oh, I'd take a donut over campfire every day of the week. Phelan, the spin, the stare, and her first service error. Antar and Bynes are going to check back in. I tell you what, it's been fun getting my first look of Ella Bynes. She's been a nice addition to this UNF roster.
Yeah, you know you're going to have a good season when you have two great outsides on the net at the same time. One on the right, one on the left.
Ospreys with the advantage. There's a Burkhart. Arrington met by Lewis. Or excuse me, met by Perry, who's newly checked in. And Kelsey Perry wins that battle. Again, just that length of the net at 6'4". That's one thing. My son, who's 7, he's obsessed with tall people right now. So if he were here, he'd just be like, oh, how tall are you?
This is the gold mine.
Yeah, it really is. Well, we had a neighbor move in recently, and her boyfriend is 7'1".
Whoa.
And so, yeah.
I can't say that I've met anyone that tall.
Feely Mount's serve, Arrington the slide. Burkhart switching sides. Went high over that wall. Nice play from Siopa. And the Ospreys are going to win that longer rally. And I think we'll have to maybe wipe up some sweat. That will be the case.
Yeah, that was I think top 3 rallies of the game for me. That was really well done. Great effort from both defensive players on both sides.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably second or third for me, but definitely top 3.
I hate to put a number on it. There have been some really good ones.
Now Burkhart played her high school ball down at Ponte Vedra High School. Comes from an excellent athletic family on the First Coast. And she'll get the ace right there for number 12.
That was a great serve. You see the float on that ball. That is a very difficult ball to pass. Of course, Florida State, they are great in service reception. Like I mentioned before coming into this game, only 12 errors.
And that's just soaring up there. Is watch out for the SIDs. Almost taking out the FSU SID, Tim Hoffman. Got to keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, this is the splash zone for sure.
Henke's serve, and Florida State just on fire. That's going to be their 9th tonight. Set point. Antar goes Siopa, and it's going to be long with no touch. And Florida State takes set number 3, 25-9. And we'll take a timeout here in Jacksonville. With the Noles leading 2-1, we'll be right back Inside the UNF Arena, it's ESPN Plus.
Mama.
I will protect you. I will protect all of you.
Don't wanna say goodbye.
The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
You are ordered to return home.
We have to help her.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27th.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove deodorant helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday? When life doesn't wait for you to get paid. Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at chime.com.
Class-leading safety features at every turn. The new 2025 Hyundai Tucson.
A lot of Florida State fans here in Jacksonville inside the UNF Arena. FSU with a dominant third set, 25-9. What do you think it switched on, Diana, for Florida State?
Yeah, UNF, they came out of the gates pretty strong. I'd say it was kind of a seesaw back and forth with the points. And then a couple kills for Florida State, and then that challenge, like we were just talking about over break, that's a huge momentum shifter. And then I believe there were a few just massive kills from number 8, Lewis. I mean, when she has such intensity, I feel like it really fires up her team as well. So I think that's kind of what happened there. I mean, Florida State, or excuse me, UNF is just gonna have to find that zen that they found there in that second set. Settle in, get the ball to the setter so that they can run that fast offense.
And for FSU, a whopping 560 hitting percentage. For the Ospreys on the other side, 7 attacking errors. But yeah, Corey Lewis was excellent. You can understand why she hit 423 last year. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that was major foreshadowing for sure. So impressive.
Feely Mao's going to serve. The sophomore from the state of Washington. As we get all set to go, head coach Kristen Wright talking to her libero and Camila Mielis. And Amy Burkhart, the Ospreys strike first.
I just got major deja vu from that last run. That Burkhart run to the middle.
What feels like a second set?
Yeah, no, that was a run that they did early in the third set that I was just kind of like, wow, Amy from the middle. She can hit pin to pin, people.
And the service error there, but you cannot give these gifts to Florida State. That's now 7 on the home side. Henke's back to serve. And that'll touch a pair of Ospreys, but man, their serve, something about the last set and a half has just been really on point.
Yeah, they've definitely dialed it in, kind of shaken out those service errors. service aces, 9, 10. Make that 10, double digits.
Pass Antar, binds. Great play again from Phelan. She's had some really nice ones tonight. As Koenig found a little bit in between that wall.
Arrington had that chicken wing move down, though. Doesn't play. It was just a little bit too much of an awkward angle to make that second pull.
Still with Henke. And just long. That's a good read by Mielis. Emery Dupes is back on the floor for Florida State. Mielis. A nice serve, and in comes number 3 and Kelsey Perry. Previously had played at Iowa State. Got that big win over Iowa this past weekend in college football. Had a jersey swap last night between Brock Purdy and Breece Hall. Robertson serving. Antar for McFall. Seminoles with it. And number 10 has just created nightmares for North Florida. To me, Maddie Snyder has been the player of the match.
Yeah, she has been certainly. I'm just kind of thinking back. I get hung up on these moments in the game. There was one where it was a smart move, but it was right on the line of a carry. I just kept thinking about it, but that last rally. But yeah, she has played exceptionally well. It's those right sides really making their marks. I mean, back over on the Osprey side of the net with Bynes.
Good layout by Burkhart. Keep this point going. And there's that flick at the wrist, and it's number 8 for Lewis. That's going to give her the first of 10 kills. Antar for Bynes, and a solo stop by Koenig. Another run for Florida State. They had the 8-0 run in the last set. Robertson. For Siopa, and a touch just past Lauren Robertson's reach. And to serve will be Mamie Guthrie.
Siopa has done a great job, and I feel like I've just been kind of bringing this up a lot, but coming in, getting the ball in play on the outside, making it tough for those defenders for Florida State.
Antar is going to feed Siopa. There's a layout by Dupes. And Kirsten McFall able to get the point for North Florida.
Yeah, and there's the hit from Siopa that kind of started it all. Able to get McFall that free ball.
Koenig, as Snyder got pushed out of the way by Feely Mal. And Snyder for a second time with that touch down the line.
Yeah, that'll be her 9th kill. Hitting an over .667. She's so quick too. I think that's the second time we've seen her kind of do a little 1-2 hop, redirect.
Trying to finish with that left hand was Annie Antar. Siopa. And the Ospreys will get that one there. Snyder almost had it to Lewis. And these points have just been incredibly quick this set.
Yeah, the last 3 points have been key for the Ospreys too. As you can see, the momentum was definitely, Florida State was taking it and running with it.
Ellis was there for the Lewis hit. And soaring in, my word, Koenig with possibly the swing of the night.
Yeah, hey, was that a back row attack? Yep, that was. Yeah, I just love that addition to the women's volleyball lately. You know, typically I mention it, you see it, it's common in men's volleyball, which I've called a few seasons for before.
Slide, McFall, Seminoles were prepared. Siopa in the back row. And McFall, and no touch as it's wide and a point for the Noles. Gaona back into serve. Looking deep into that corner. Burkhart. Gaona was ready. Koenig with some open hardwood.
Had another back row attack for Koenig. I can't wait to see teams kind of take that into season and start running those fakes as well.
Burkhart was looking to put it away. Nice get by Mielis. And Lewis, just a tough angle that's going to force the Ospreys into a timeout, trailing by 8. We're in set number 4. We'll take a timeout here, 13-5. Florida State leads. We'll be right back.
Do you need assistance?
The Wild Robot is the greatest DreamWorks movie ever.
Did anyone order me?
It's not just the best animated movie of the year.
Do you need assistance?
It's one of the best movies, period.
I will protect you.
The Wild Robot. Rated PG. In theaters September 27th.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove deodorant helps repair it. So if you shave it, Dove it. New Dove. Replenish your skin after every shave.
Ospreys take that timeout, down 8 points in set number 4. As you see, set by set right there, Florida State with the dominant third set. Strong first set. Ospreys a better side in set number 2. And we'll have Gaona with the serve. They've already had one service run from her tonight. And Burkhart goes back there and gets some of that line. Here comes Moorhead in, and we'll see another look at Jacqueline Arrington.
I love how this Osprey team really celebrates each other's points. Talked to head coach Kristen Wright a few weeks ago about kind of her philosophy on the program. Family is such a huge thing for them. She definitely preaches, you know, player over everything. She understands that these girls are, once they get through their athletic career, they got to go out and enter the workforce. She also likes to encourage them that, like, you can do it all. You can have a family and still have that career. I think that is such an amazing thing for a coach to be kind of advocating for in this day and age.
Now Phelan. That's a nice get by Antar as she goes into the boards. Felt like I was at a hockey game.
I was going to say the same thing.
Ellis with the pass, Antar, and that one is in. What an excellent play by number 13.
I love that she has the guts to swing at the ball. I mean, setters feel like kind of like, oh, I don't know if I should swing at it, but she eats that up.
So Ncaa with the kill. And now the serve. And that one's going to be wide as Feely-Mau hasn't made too many mistakes tonight for the Noles.
Certainly a rare one from her.
Ncaa. Setter is Feely. Big chance here for Florida State. Ellis with the pass. Goes to Burkhart. And that one's going to drop in. It's Ncaa.
That's a tough one. Those deep balls are tricky.
And you can see, too, talking about a little bit of the communication. One's from Germany, one was raised in Arkansas. I'm sure there's a little language barrier at times.
Yeah, it's always fun to look at that. I mean, in the UNF Invitational, we had a few teams. There were like, man, 9 players represented from 9 different countries. I couldn't imagine the comms on that team.
And another heavy Florida State swing to double up North Florida. Feely-Mau's going to serve. Burkhart. Phelan with the long pass to Koenig. Binds. Ncaa. Another one for Amy Burkhart. The way she's going, she's going to have a career season as number 12.
Gosh, 12 kills for number 12. That's going to make 8 straight games of double-digit kills. She's got 8 digs, so we'll keep our eye on her for a double-double.
Burkhart loaded the net. Another one for Ncaa. For a free ball, and Koenig. Too easy.
I like to call those happy birthdays in the volleyball world, just because it just feels like such a gift.
I could go for a little birthday cake. Maybe some cookies right about now. Setter Ncaa, long pass for Siopa. And you can see a touch of the net as that one rose up some.
8 kills for her.
And she's been a highlight for sure tonight for North Florida.
Yeah, really stepping in and kind of those high pressure moments for sure.
Ellis, another tough service error, but I was impressed with her. Probably close to 3 hours before we got going tonight. She was the first one out here stretching, doing some light jogging. Very impressive to see that from such a young lady. Siopa with the powerful put away.
Yeah, now that you say that, her work ethic is definitely very evident on the court. She's from San Juan, Puerto Rico, just a freshman. I've seen her kind of flip between DS and having that libero jersey, but she's had a great game tonight.
Koenig. There's not too much many defenses can do against her. ACC or ASUN. And Florida State wants to rotate in. It's going to be Taylor Head. And so that might do it tonight for Audrey Koenig.
Great effort, though. 12 kills, 4 digs, 3 blocks.
Another one for Siopa. Knowles in the middle, and it's Lewis. As Florida State again, first team to 20. Serving will continue with Head. Ncaa. Nice pass for Amy Burkhart.
Osprey's still kicking though, even though Florida State kind of in that red zone. Crunch time. Still kind of pulling through, seeing if they can pull more of that momentum back on their side.
Janelli Siopa with a good serve right there, and you talked about it too. You'll have a nice serve, but Florida State's such a good receiving team.
Yeah, it's all about that first ball kill. Only 12 errors, receiving errors coming into this match. Don't have that on my stat graphic, otherwise I would be referencing it. I'm sure it's probably under 10 though.
This one for Burkhart. Lewis was the first hand there. Kirsten McFall, and that's a tight angle. How did she do it?
I don't know, and seeing her hit on the right side too. Of course, you got to kind of play that rotation out before you can switch.
Got to get out the protractor.
Yeah, wow. Not much room for error there.
Riley Moorhead. That one stings some. The Ospreys have had maybe 2 or 3 of those tonight where they get a big point and then just hand one back over.
Yeah, certainly struggling a little bit more than normal from the service line. 9 errors, 4 aces, so under that 0.5 serve ratio. Try to be around a whole number as best you can.
Phelan. With Burkhart over the wall. Good get by Phelan. Siopa. And she stepped over that line. North Florida should be pretty pleased with how they've played tonight. That second set was impressive. Kenna Phelan. That serve could hang it in the Cummer Museum. Slight miscommunication. Moles on top of this. Got 3 for Burkhart. Feely Mao. Mielis is right there waiting. And this one put away. Guess who?
Ospreys really got it out in that last round, especially Burkhart having to take 3 attempts on the outside there. Went for the tip and then the back-to-back swing.
My knees were aching just watching those 3 jumps. Great serve. Ospreys will try and take advantage. In the middle for Arrington.
Quick back-to-back points for the Osprey. I'm going to try and close this gap fast.
With the ball in Antar's hands. Ellis playing a really strong set. And it's going to be a point for Florida State as Sova was just on top of that at 6'5". And it's going to be a match point for the Noles. Feely Mount. The slide. Arrington puts it down and will continue play. Amy Burkhart, another match point for Florida State. Impressive reach by Mielis. Siopa. Bynes is back in, and the wall stops at a combo of Head and Sova, and Florida State will move to 5-1, a 4-set victory over North Florida. Diana, what are your takeaways from tonight's match?
Yeah, what an exciting matchup between these two teams. Certainly lots of great volleyball played. Of course, it's just been so fun watching number 8, Corey Lewis. She had 13 kills to wrap up tonight's action, hitting a .600. And you know, I can't remember the last time I've seen a middle out hit the outsides. Typically you see outsides kind of up there in that 15-point kill range, but it has been so fun seeing her kind of lead the charge, a rare occasion. I certainly will be keeping my eye on her throughout the rest of the season. But over on the Osprey side, Amy Burkhart had herself a great match again. 14 kills. That'll be her 8th straight game in a row where she's hit double digits in that kill stat category. She had 10 digs as well, so give her a double-double, kind of squeeze through with that one. But great effort.
As we've got schedules coming up for both these teams, as one will continue traveling as Florida State continues kind of their run of Florida teams. They'll have FAU and UCF coming up Friday, Sunday, then at Florida. That's always a rivalry matchup. And you'll see Alabama and Miami. And then for the North Florida side, they'll be on the road. They'll head on down to USF and then at LSU. So we won't see UNF for a good amount of time. So the Ospreys will fall to 3-5, but many positives. They take that second set 25-20. Great work from our entire crew tonight. Our director Ethan Ray. Replay is Maddie. Cameras Grant and Leighton. Eric, thank you so much. Kyle up in the booth as well with Teresa. So for our color analyst Diana Lawver, I'm Richard Miller saying so long from inside the UNF Arena. Final score is Florida State takes down North Florida in 4 sets. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.
Mama.
I will protect you. I will protect all of you.
Don't wanna say goodbye.
The Wild Robot is the best animated movie of the year.
You are ordered to return home.
We have to help her.
I am already home, and I am a wild robot.
The Wild Robot, rated PG, in theaters September 27.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday when life doesn't wait for you to get paid? Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
Welcome to Applebee's. Can I interest you in America's favorite boneless wings for just 50 cents each?
I have the 50-cent bone.
Cover your mouth. They could steal your order.
I'll have the 50-cent boneless wings.
I'll have the same.
Perfect. They'll never see it coming.